What's up, guys? In this video, I'm gonna be preparing pies out of my leftover Indian food. This works great for Indian takeaway or homemade Indian curries. Either way, this is one of my favorite things to make into delicious savory pies by using buttery puff pastry sheets. So when you buy your puff pastry sheets, they're gonna be coming packaged, usually 2 sheets this way. So first we're gonna separate the sheets, and then we're just gonna open them up. So I'm gonna start by just spreading a little bit of all-purpose flour. Now this will prevent the puff pastry from sticking. And then we're just gonna roll it out a little bit. The puff pastry sheets, as they come, they're pretty thick. So what we're gonna do here is just roll them out so that they thin out a little bit and you get a slightly larger pastry. So just to show you the difference, this was the original size that the sheet came in, and this is about the size that I rolled it out to. And as you can see, I mean, it comes about 1 foot by 1 foot, maybe a little bit less. And then we rolled it out to just a few inches larger. So before we begin, I'm gonna pick out some of the larger pieces of chicken from the curry. And then we're just gonna chop that chicken into smaller pieces. What you don't want is big chunks in your pastries, because they may be harder to eat. What you want is a nice, smooth filling that is somewhat homogeneous. So I'm gonna cut all those little pieces of chicken small, and then I'm gonna scoop it right in with the rest. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cut these sheets into 4 squares. We're just gonna go ahead and cut them into 4s. Then we're gonna use a pan spray and just go over the pan real lightly. And this just makes sure that the pastries don't stick to the pan. And then we're gonna lay out all of the sheets. Next thing we're gonna do is go ahead and crack this egg. And then we just beat it. So now we're gonna start scooping in the, gonna start scooping in the fillings. I think 2 spoons is about right. You wanna make sure you've got plenty of chicken in them, because that's the good stuff. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna lightly brush the edges with this egg. And then just fold them over. And then using a fork, just crimp those edges down. And then we're just gonna pop small little holes in them to let them breathe a little bit. And continue. So now that we've got those completed and closed, I'm gonna brush a little bit of egg over the top of each pastry. Now, I probably had enough leftovers to have made 2 packages of these, but this is what I've got right now. So I've got 8 pastries that I was able to make out of this. And then after we've got the egg on there, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of fennel over the top. What this does, it adds a little bit of aroma, as well as a nice little flavor to the puff pastry. So we've got the oven preheated to 400 degrees. And I'm gonna go ahead and pop them in there and keep a close eye on them. Okay, so now that we've got the pastries in the oven, the next thing I'm gonna prepare is actually a quick and simple sort of complement to that. It kind of serves as a dipping sauce. It's called Raita. This is a really simple version of it. A lot of people like to get really fancy with Raita, but all we're gonna do is we're gonna put cumin, we're gonna put some salt, and some onion with the yogurt. So now we've got some yogurt in there. I'm gonna sprinkle in some salt, and this is really to taste. It's a matter of preference. Then I'm gonna add in the cumin, and then some onion. And then we're just gonna mix that together until it's nice and smooth. And there you go. You've got a nice complement to the pastries. All right, guys, it's been about 7 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and remove those. Okay, so as you can see, we want to get this a nice golden brown color. And let me just cut into one so you can see what that looks like. So guys, in this video, we very simply made a puff pastry quickly, which is a great way and a delicious way to revitalize your leftovers, whether they're takeaway or homemade, and just give them a second life. So I've got Kevin, who videoed this whole thing. I've got Chef Edgar, who's been lending a hand the whole way. Guys, what do you think? I mean, what do you think about the way it looks and everything?
Nice.
Yeah? So let's find out how it tastes.
Smells good.
Ready?
1, 2,
All right.
3.
Guys?
That's crazy.
Yeah?
What?
Some bomb pastry?
That was good.
All right, very good.
My sparkles in my mouth.
So guys, thanks for watching. If you liked this video, if you found it helpful, please like the video, subscribe, and don't forget to subscribe for notifications, and keep checking back for future videos. Thanks, guys.